Hey, my magical friends, and welcome to another Witchful Ways podcast episode. I am Annika, offering you insight, guidance, tools, and talisman to allow you to live a magical life every single day. Spring is coming and it's almost here already in just a few days, right? And yet, yesterday we had a few inches of snow, and today it was 50 some degrees, and we're supposed to get some thunderstorms and maybe snow tomorrow. So hey, it is what it is. We're still battling between winter and spring, right? We are in what is called a liminal space. What is a liminal space? It's a space in between. Liminal refers to the sacred in between, where you have left something behind, but you haven't fully yet stepped into what's next. It's also when you are in both places, but not, or two different places, but not either one of them completely. The best example that I can give people, because I live right off of the shores of Lake Michigan, is if you go to the beach and you stand with one foot on the sand and the other foot within the water, you are in a liminal space. You are in between being on solid ground and being in the water completely, right? You're in both, but not completely in either one. The best way that I can give you an analogy for liminal space. We are now in the in-between, the liminal space between winter and spring, between eclipses, between cosmic seasons, right? Not fully in either one, but standing at the threshold, having one foot in both of them. In those liminal spaces, the veils between dimensions, between worlds, grows very thin. Time seems to move a little bit differently, and your spirit has extraordinary access to your higher self, higher wisdom, and the divine truth. So if you've been noticing some of the shifts in your energy, your awareness, your physical body even, know that you are not alone at this point. A lot of us are feeling it. Over in my Facebook group, we've been discussing it. A lot of people are feeling unusual fatigues or bursts of energy, heightened sensitivities to different energies, some that they are not really usually very keen on picking up at other times. A lot of very vivid dreams and intuitive awareness that's happening. So many people are telling me that there's a lot of emotional releases that just kind of seem to come out of nowhere. Somebody was saying the other day, I was watching a reaction video on YouTube or something, and she said the person started crying. It had no direct connection to her, but she said, I just lost it. I started bawling, and I know that it was just an emotional release that happened in that moment for whatever reason. There's also a sense of something profound that's shifting within us, right? A really big recalibration is happening to our energetic system when we are in these liminal times and liminal spaces. And a lot of divine energies that you've already received come to you, as well as your system, your body, your subconscious, your spirit, getting ready to simultaneously prepare to receive even more of those kind of feelings and energies that come up during the equinox. So, and that arrives in just a few days. So it's a crazy time for a lot of us, right? So are you going to allow yourself to open up to the energies that are available to you now to guide you through this liminal space? I invite you to simply be still during this time and take notice. When we move from one season into another, or one year into another, one cycle into another, I always invite people to take just a minute for yourself and kind of reevaluate what you've been through in the last season, cycle, whatever it is, right? What you've done, what you've achieved and or received, what you were trying to achieve and or receive and it didn't happen, things that you did, things that you no longer need to do, stuff that you picked up emotionally, stuff that you can finally let go of, right? These transitional times are the perfect space to be able to do those things in. Notice things that are happening in the time. Just connect to the things that are happening in the time. The changing of the lighting, right? As the sun set and rises, the different timing that happens now. At least in my area, we do daylight savings time. So our time actually shifts a little bit. You have to notice those subtle shifts in your own energy as well as you move through your day. Notice the moments when you feel most connected to your intuition, to that inner wisdom that you have. And you have to notice these things without judgment or analysis, just your own awareness of it is. The liminal spaces bring you a pretty rare gift. And that's a moment to witness your own transformation as it's happening, especially if you take the time to sit down and be aware of it. So rather than trying to direct or control the process, what if you just allowed yourself to observe and simply surrender to that transformative energy that's already happening to you and it's already surrounding you? Your spirit team, during these times of transition and changes, they step up and they surround you with waves of light during those times where they know that you need additional support, and on a subconscious level, right? I mean, of course, you can call them in anytime to work with you in your daily life, but on a subconscious level, they connect there. They know what you need before you realize that you needed it. They urge you to just trust the process, trust the timing, trust the unfolding of what is meant for you, and just allow it to happen. And a lot of times as the equinoxes, and this equinox, the spring, it happens to us, it comes closer, you're going to find that you're naturally prepared to step through it by also allowing yourself to simply honor the powerful in-between time. Again, that means sitting and taking a minute to do the journaling or whatever it is that you need to be doing. This is a great time to be able to use your forms of divination. If you're just getting into divination, or if you have something that's super special to you in your modality that you really love to work with, like spirit dice or scrying or cartomancy or whatever it is, right? Check those things out. If you're just learning about divination, make sure you head over to the website so that you can grab the new Exploring Divination guide that goes through the top 8 most popular. But using this time to really dive into the seasonal changes that are happening around you. Springtime comes, right? We all think about spring cleaning. We open up the windows, we get everything dusted off, we pull out all of the spring stuff and we put away the winter stuff. We transition the space that we live in, both indoors and outside, right? We get out there, we rake the last leaves, we maybe plant some new plants, we sweep the cobwebs away, we pick up the patio furniture that's been blowing around the backyard from the winter storms, whatever it is, right? We transform our space, and our entire space is being transformed around us. I went for my walk this afternoon. As you guys know, M is the movement is the M in manifesting with magic. So I go on my walk every day, and today I realized that daffodil buds are just starting to poke through. So I'm always in awe as I begin to really take notice of the things that surround me while I'm on my walk, of how the entire earth is changing, how the season comes on us. And it seems like it's in a blink of an eye, but if you really take notice of it, again, time kind of changes a little bit, and you're able to gradually and slowly see that change happen. So we acknowledge this, and we do this all around ourselves. Make sure you do it from within, or for your own self as well, because there's nothing more precious than the energy that you carry within, right? Because that kind of molds our perception of things and leads into how we are creating or co-creating our reality, right? So by taking this time to take notice and to take inventory of what we've gone through, what we need to be doing, what we lacked on, what we need to make tweaks to, and all of those good things, we're able to also then clear out the internal stuff. We can get rid of those thoughts and those things that have just been rumbling around for the last couple months of what we're trying to do, or goals that we're trying to achieve, or things that we're trying to receive, right? And we can let go of those things and trust the process, that the transformation that we're going through is also an internal one, allowing us to clear space out so that good new stuff can come in. I always also use the metaphor, the analogy of the closet, right? If you want to manifest things and bring good things into your life, you have to have a space for them. You can't keep going out and buying clothes and jamming them into the same pocket or the same the same closet, right? You have to take things out to make space. The things that you no longer like, the things that are no longer in fashion, the things you no longer want to keep around because they're not your taste any longer, the things that no longer fit you. You take those out so you can put the new good stuff in. So again, I invite you to make sure that you do that in the upcoming equinox so that not only your space gets balanced and cleansed and all the goodness and the fresh stuff can come into it, but that you, as an amazingly magical spirit and soul, can do that and have that as well. And lastly, be sure to head over to the website at witchfulways.com so that you can grab all of your freebies off of the website there, as well as join my private Facebook group if you're on the Book of Faces. And you can check out all of the handmade tools and talisman that I have available in my shop as well. Have a wonderfully magical rest of your day. Thank you for joining me for another episode, and we will see you next week.